All right. Hello, welcome everybody to another night of thrilling, chilling chess. I'm currently at 1311. I got back all the way up to like 1320, playing some games at work today, and then got knocked back down a few points, but I'm closer to my peak than I have been in a minute. So I'm gonna try to take this seriously tonight, at least somewhat. But yeah, without further ado, let's get this started. 10 minutes. Got the white pieces playing against a 1303 from here in the States. I'm going to play a Queen's Gambit. Knight out to meet this. I think usually in these positions, I like to just get these pawns developed and then get this bishop out here and challenge that right away along there. All right, and we'll go ahead and trade with the queen there. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just soaking up this position right now. Now, I have a fun little early trick, which is just to push this pawn right away and threaten this fork on these two pieces. Would be guarded by the knight. So if takes, knight could take. And then probably just a knight trade here. And I like these pawns kind of nice and sturdy in the center. I think I'm going to go with that. Oh, and look at that. Just like that. You're not careful, you'll hang a pawn fork. So we just win a piece. Easy. Easy money. Now I can even play this bishop to add extra defense to this pawn here, right? And let's go ahead and develop a knight. Sorry, not a bishop. A knight there. Also protect that pawn. Now I might... Ooh, now I gotta be careful not to hang a fork here myself. By accident. Yeah, I think I like knight here. Knight takes. Because then if bishop takes... Okay. And now we'll just go ahead and play this knight trade. Let's go ahead and clear this pawn. We're still facing this, so let's move the bishop here and attack this rook. All right. We came out of that 2 points ahead. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Now, I think before anything, I honestly just want to get castled here. That seems like a solid plan. What are we on now? Move 16 over here. Okay. This bishop is getting attacked, so... I could try to trade off. I could also try to hold on to. I think because I'm already up 2 points of material, I'll just trade off. I mean, they can always push this pawn too. The thing is, though, if they push that pawn, then I'll take this pawn with this knight, and that would be a fork on the queen and the bishop there. Ooh, we got this instead. So I'm going to go ahead and trade those bishops. Yep, we have queen takes. Okay. Now I got to figure out how to make the best use of my knights while I got it out here. Actually, before I do anything, because I'm looking at this diagonal now, I lose a lot of games on this. You move a knight suddenly, and then you forget about a pawn that's just there. And then you got to work your way back up to get material. I do that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and push this rook here to defend that pawn. It also gets the rook itself out of that diagonal, because if I push the pawn without thinking and something happened... I mean, this rook is here currently guarding it, but... Okay. Now... Ooh, this is actually interesting. We're threatening this pawn. We're also threatening this fork on the two rooks. So there is a good chance, actually, that we might get... Yeah, we can just play this, though. So we win that, hitting this rook. Yeah. Nice little pawn there. Now I'm thinking I can bring my knight back this way. Guarded by the queen currently. Probably bring it back to like here. Maybe even, no, probably here. But I gotta think, because also that's really interesting. Because this pawn would be triple attack now with the queen as well. We could always push this pawn and just defend the knight here. Yeah, this is becoming a very interesting game. I'm actually playing very well this first game, so proud of myself for this one. Hopefully we can keep it that way. That is the goal. Targeting this pawn. I think I'll just go ahead and move this pawn. They're probably going to move rook here and try to get down here to attack. I have another rook that can move up there. Ooh. They're starting to march pawns down my way now. I have to not be intimidated by that, though, because I have to realize I am still just, like, up a clean piece. Like, I'm in a good position here. I just have to figure out, and I mean, I have these two passed pawns here. I mean, this has to be really good for me. I just have to... Maybe I should, it feels kind of bad to do it now. I don't really have another good way to do it, though. We're going to go ahead and push this rook back behind this pawn. And, because the idea is I want to be able to... Oh, wow. Okay. That was not a good trade for them, I don't think. Yeah, that was definitely not good. I think they were thinking... Yeah, they were thinking pawn takes, rook takes, queen takes. And that wouldn't even hang checkmate, though, because I'd still have the queen to come back. So I would be down material, though, severely. Yeah, let's go ahead and push my h-pawn, h3, to block this coming down. And now we just got to start pushing. I mean, we have the extra rook. We're fine. We're like literally... Here we go. Queen. And then we just take out one of their rooks again. Yep. Here we go. Ooh, and then if king here, queen will come. Yeah, king has to go there, so queen here, and then we win the pawn back right away. Yep, we're cooking. This one was pretty easy. This one was too easy. Like, suspiciously easy. I mean, I know I've played games that poorly before, but... Like... So we won a piece... And then I just traded down. And then, yeah. This was just, like... Once you lose that piece like that in the beginning and a couple bad moves, it's like... You're kind of cooked at that point, so... Yeah. Worthy showing for my opponent, though, at least in the first few moves there. We're up to 13-19. We could be hitting peak tonight, guys. We could be hitting 1340 plus, depending on how this goes. I'm feeling good about my prospect so far after that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and start game 2. Got the black pieces here. Sorry, I got all kinds of notifications on my phone. Okay. I thought I might have gotten a message, but I didn't. All right, knight's out. Yep, we go ahead and trade there. Knight takes. Pawn here challenges. If knight takes, we take here. Classic. Oh, that doesn't quite work there, I don't think, because takes. Oh, wait, no, I think it does work. Wait. Takes. Takes. It doesn't work. It doesn't work yet. Not quite yet. Oof. Let's go ahead and move a bishop. If we add a bishop, we can add a little bit of pressure to there. All right, we're gonna trade those off. All right, trade those off, I guess. Wow, we're just trading down everything now. Oh, no, that's not a good move. That would hang that. Let's not do that. Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I could come back and guard with the rook. That's probably the best move, actually. Oh, I never acknowledged. I'm playing chess LTY from South Korea. Very cool. All right, let's just go ahead and start pushing this pawn while we have the opportunity. Okay, let's give my king some breathing room over here on this side. Wow. What if we offer a trade of all these rooks here? Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot about that. Probably shouldn't have just hung a pawn like that, but also, like... Yeah. Interesting. So I definitely think we should trade off these rooks. Ooh. That still doesn't work. Yeah, I feel like I might have just got myself in like a bad position here. Because now my rook is stuck defending this bishop. I mean, I can move it here, but then you're going to move here and you're going to win another pawn, and that's not good. Problem is, white just still has like all their pawns. We could always move the bishop just like in the back corner here. But then I never really get to defend this pawn with my rook is kind of the problem. We're going to go ahead and move the bishop here because the bishop has got to get off of here somehow. I might just go like here. Oop. Here. And guard with the king there. Yeah. It's definitely not an ideal situation to be in. Oh man, I'm trying to come up with something and I'm just not There's nothing to be found in this position. Nothing but pain and sorrow. We're going to go ahead and defend this pawn extra with my rook here. That's what we're going to do. And I just realized that would have been a massive blunder if this, except that I'm very lucky to have my bishop there. Because I just definitely realized just now that if that hadn't been the case, I would have absolutely hung that. And I think, oh. See, part of me really wants to trade these pieces, but part of me really also wants to try to hold on to that. I think it's better. Well, let's think. Yeah. No, I like this. I like this. And I'm going to come back here and start forcing these pawns to move and maybe be able to exploit that somehow. Oh, that is true. Yeah, you know what? I totally messed up because if pawn takes this knight, then rook takes here. And that is not an even trade. And I also have to move the rook, which is a bummer because any square the rook moves to doesn't defend this pawn anymore, but is being attacked by this knight currently. See, and I really wanted to move to this square to attack this pawn, but the knight would also take there, so that's no good. That is no good. You know, the oh no, that's not even, that doesn't work out at all. Ugh. Yeah, I massively messed this up. We're going to go ahead and just move the rook all the way back. Why not? Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be a dub, unfortunately. Unfortunately, not this one, I don't believe. So bishop's got to move, obviously. It's getting hit. I'm going to, yeah, go with my plan of coming back here. Trying to get these pawns from the back. Oh, man, this is going to be one to go back and analyze here in a second. All right, we're going to trade those pieces. Bishop for the knight. Now that's really interesting because now I hit this pawn here. They have to move like the rook up, or I guess a bishop would work too. Here. That'd be a really smart move as well, probably. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. But now we have ideas because see, we're gonna counter strike here. See how it's counter strike, you know. Yeah, that's clever. Clever and annoying. Probably going to push this pawn here, but then I have time to sneak in with this, and then I win that. Oh. Yeah. The problem is they are also winning pawns back from me, which is rough. We're going to go ahead and pre-move that. Yeah, this has got to be completely lost. Unless my opponent like royally screws up here somehow. Yeah, they went ahead and took the pawn first, which, yeah, they can do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my pawns are just gone. Oh, man. I mean, this is very resignable, like, right now. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and resign this one. You hate to see it. You do hate to see it, but that one was not one that could have been redeemed at that point. Go ahead and run it back. Yeah, so this was solid here. Wait, hold on. So that bishop move was really bad, apparently. And the reason was because, yeah, I kind of forgot about this whole thing. They end up winning this central pawn. And actually, them winning this center pawn kind of determined, like, the whole fate of the game afterward from that point. As you can see by the eval bar. And, yeah, like, after that, it was just really hard for me to find a breakthrough. Damn, that is rough. That is rough. Yeah. So best move here is what? Yeah. Oh, I was saying bishop b4 or h6 now might be the best move. h6. So yeah, try to hit the bishop this way. I don't understand how that's much different. Oh, because you know what? I never moved this bishop to help guard this pawn. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, so really from the very beginning... Oh, see, this is like just usually what I play, though. It's just that early attack there. Crazy, crazy. Chess is one of those games where, like, literally, like, I mean, depending on, you know, if you're playing like a not very good chess player, then it's easy to make a quick comeback. But when you're dealing with somebody who has played this game a few times, much harder, much harder. But yeah, very well played game by my opponent there. We're going to have to go ahead and go for a tiebreaker here. Not really a tiebreaker, but we got one W, one L so far. Actually, I am going to stand up for half a second. I'll put on some... How do I find that again? Watch, yes. Playing now. Find something for y'all to put on here. Or to enjoy watching. Oh, yeah. You get to watch some blitz chess here. Fast stuff. There you go. Alrighty. Oh yeah, they just started a new one. Sorry, y'all will have to miss out on that one. But let's go ahead. Got another one started here. Oops. Yeah, game 3. Game 3. Let's see if I can break above even tonight. Playing a 1326 from Colombia, Alfredo Del Mar, 1973. '73 was a good year. My opponent is... Oh, my opponent might not. Okay. I think they're probably going to time out here on the first move. That's fine. We'll sit and wait it out. This is half the joy of playing online chess right here, is just waiting for somebody to make a move and then they never do. Yeah. All right. We only got to wait like another 10 seconds. We should be good. Hold on. All right. New 10 minute. Let's go. Here we go. Playing a 1296 from Canada. Another Canadian player. All right. I like to play d5, just keep pushing the queen's pawn against this. I actually had a really nice game earlier today playing in this position. Yep. And then I'm going to go ahead and develop this knight a little bit early. But I like to do this and kind of develop this diagonal from d5 to g2 over here with the pawns. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to go for here again. Yeah, I actually had something just like this earlier, and then I was able to like push these pawns up and get like a really nice attack going on early. Yeah. Once they play, that's the problem. My opponent never, in the last game, never played this move though. Once you play d6 here, that makes it like much harder to do the next move with this pawn, so probably we'll have to refrain from that here. I'm thinking it's probably... I'm trying to figure out which piece I want to move next, you know? We could always get the bishop out. I'm thinking there's a chance I might want to castle queenside here. There's also a chance I might not do that. This might be one of those games. Let's just get... Yeah, let's get both of our knights developed here. Obviously, this bishop wants to come here for this attack, backed up by the knight. So then we'll go ahead and develop another bishop out. Get castled that way. Yep. Now there's even an argument to be made that I could play h4 here, which would be pretty ballsy, but yeah, I'm not sure I want to go in for all that because like I said, I still might end up wanting to castle on this side depending. Let's go ahead and just move this bishop out here. Let's not play... I don't want to play anything like overly ambitious and really lose a hold of the game too early on. Not when I'm like past 1300 again, you know? We could do takes. That kind of gives them a nice excuse to develop out though. I mean, they're probably going to do it anyway. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go ahead and take in the center there. And yeah, you know what? I think I am going to get castled kingside here. Just because there's a lot of like pieces pointing down at this side of the board now, and the pawns are pretty advanced. You know, I can't throw in this check here, actually. I mean, bishop would come back and block. I don't really have anything good immediate there, though. Okay, I think maybe one of my best bets for like a good positional move is just to get this pawn structure kind of set up on this side of the board to counter these pawns coming down. That might be smart. Yeah. Ooh, and you know what? Yeah, we need to play this fast so that we can go ahead and play this. Because we're going to want this rook. If this opens up, we're going to not want our rook to be taken. Or else lose a pawn. Yep. Can go ahead and push this knight out here. I kind of like that. That'll rejoin. Yeah, because then I can like push c3 here. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot I'm hanging a pawn there. That's kind of lame. I think I'll go ahead and take that bishop though. Because long term it would just be probably nice to get that bishop. Ooh, I like this sneaky bishop move. It blocks the knight from coming out here, but it also attacks this pawn. And then the rook slash this pawn afterward. They're probably just going to go ahead and get castled that side if they see it, though. So, yep. That makes sense. But now... Actually, hold on. Do I want to do all that? Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's get in here. Attack this knight. I want to try to provoke them a little bit and maybe get them to overextend their position here. I could also go knight here, challenging this knight. Yeah, if here takes, then I would win the knight. So they can't do that. If they trade, I'm going to take with the queen, obviously. But I'm also trying to, yeah. I see what you're going for. Oh, they're going to win this pawn. I'm going to win 2 pawns back, though, I think. I need to get this diagonal here, though. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going to play takes. Takes. Oh, are they going to hang it? I don't think they will. They'll probably be fine here. I mean, I'm thinking if they know what they're doing, they'll play knight here, and then I win this pawn with the queen. So either way, I'm still up a pawn. It's like you're either up a pawn or you win the game in one move. It's either way, it can't be a bad deal. Yeah, there we go. You do have that as well. You know, it would be pretty interesting. Play this bishop move. Hitting the king through this bishop. If bishop takes, queen would take, and that would be another check. And then I could probably win this pawn. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. Ew. I got like one of my hairs stuck in my can. Okay. Obviously, discovered attack on the queen here. I'm going to go ahead and trade and just get that cleared out right away. If knight takes, I'll take here. So queen takes. Smart. Oh, this is an interesting game. I have to be careful here. Let's go ahead and just back up slowly. Oh, you know what? They are threatening to win this pawn here. I mean, I have to move the queen. I don't think there's a way I can protect that, actually. Yeah, probably not. The most I could do... Oh, I don't even have a counter. Ooh. Crazy. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with my original plan, which was to move here. If queen takes, we'll just trade, I think. There's actually a scenario in which we may just trade down like totally to endgame here, which I was just looking at. So basically queen takes, knight takes. Oh, so knight takes first. Okay, so we're not getting that. What if we attack? Ooh, you know what? I need to not hang checkmate here. Let's move rook here. No. Yeah, let's move the rook to attack the queen. Okay. I need to give my king some room here now, though. Because I need to not get hit with a back rank checkmate. Not like this. Not like this. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I might have done fucked up a little bit here. I am realizing. Takes. Oh, wait, no. Can't do that. Oh, damn it. I could go here. Takes. No, then you have time to defend it. Oh, I might have goofed up here. I might have really goofed. I forgot that this rook is still... If anything, I probably should have moved this pawn and tried to give this rook some room to breathe here. Yeah, that is a bummer. Oh, all right. We're going to go ahead. We're going to move the rook here. We're going to trade. You know what? No. Psych. I think. Because trade. Then the rook gets in here, and I have to, like, come up with my king, and I don't like that at all. So we're going to get... Yeah, we're going to just take with the rook. Man. Now I could play this, though. Trying to trade these off. All right, yep. Trade those rooks. They're trying to win my bishop over here. I actually only have one good move that guards both the bishop and the pawn here, and that's here, I think. I could have played here technically, but I didn't want to offer that queen trade right away. So yeah, we're going to move king up here now. They're probably going to come here. I have the opportunity to play... Ooh, you know what? That doesn't work though now. Wow. Yeah, I forgot to factor this pin in. Because now the rook sees my queen. So now if I move the bishop, yeah, that's no good. No good. No bueno. All right. Best case scenario. Because obviously they're going to take the bishop here, right? Yeah. So we win 2 pawns. We have this passed pawn. It's not going to help us that much in the long run. I might be able to get a perpetual check here, actually. If I'm lucky. That would be a way to draw the game, huh? Oh. Yeah, they got that. That doesn't help out with our prospects here. Ooh, I'm down at minute 25. Oh, no. I gotta start playing like I care. I mean, I do care, but holy cow. I did see this coming, potentially. Oh, man. Oh, no. This is not good for me. I hope I'm not about to get checkmated here. I might be. I might be. I just might be. I just have to run for it. I just gotta run for it. That's all I got at this point. Down to 58 seconds. I have no idea. I should not be playing on in this position. I should have resigned a long time ago. However, sometimes you're just too stubborn for that. Yeah. Yeah, no, now it's GG, though. Yeah, they get that queen traded, and then they're just a rook up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and resign that. Oh. Oh. Down to 1303. And they just passed me up at 1304. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, let's go ahead and run the analysis on that. Yep. Oh, opening was strong, too. Strong opening. And then even it was a little dicey in the middle, but I was playing like logical moves for the most part. And then, yeah. So letting this bishop trade was not good, I guess. I should have played queen. C3 is the top move. Trying to like extra guard this pawn, I guess. Yeah. It just wanted me to play a little bit more defensively here. But then we would go for this trade. I would play queen takes. Queen f7. Oh, trying to trade those off. And then bishop a3 is the next best move. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I just want... It's going to get all kinds of messy if we keep analyzing from this point. But basically, I had like a way to hold even. And I did not pick the way there, apparently. Wow. Okay. I'm very sorry. I got to stand up again real quick. My nose is still a little bit stuffy from being slightly sicko this weekend, but I'm getting over it, so I just got to clear myself out real quick. I'll be right back. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. On to game 4 here. I believe that's game 4, right? Let's go back over the game history one more time. But yeah. This is the... I played this one at work earlier, right? Wait a second. Yeah, no, that's right. Because I lost 1-1, then lost... Wait, no, I won 1. Okay, no, this was the first time tonight. This one against Krebs 12. Is that accurate? Yeah, this is the one I was playing at work earlier today. That's right. This game did not go well. Yeah. Y'all didn't see me play this one, though. I played these 3. So we had a dub, an L, another L. Goal at this point is to just try to stay over 1,300. So let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm not going to wait. I just got to stand up for a second. Okay. Let's go. 10-minute. Got the black pieces. I don't know why I'm pre-moving my first move with the black pieces. Probably shouldn't do that. Although I was correct to do that in this scenario. Ooh. Early queen attack here. That's exciting. That is something, isn't it? I can win this bishop now, though. Not like win it, but generally the knight for the bishop, especially in the beginning of the game, is rather nice. So I'll take that. I think I want to develop my knight out and do the zigzag this way. Get it on g6 there. Then get my bishop out, get castled. I should still focus. Oh, by the way, I'm playing a 1283 from Spain with Banyo right now. Yeah, let's get the knight out here. Bishop here, get castled. Might even put the... Oh, no, we shouldn't do that. Not like that, probably. Yep. I say we go for this pawn push. I've still got time to try to develop a couple pieces before I commit to getting castled here. I mean, I'm going to castle this side. No way I'm castling this way now. Not with the pawns open like this. Ooh. You know what's really interesting now? The thing is, it's not like I have a great follow-up, but it forces them to move back a little bit. The thing is, if I move my knight here, queen has to go back to, like, guard this pawn. But I don't know, like, how much I can, like, actually, you know, make that a move worth making, you know? We're just going to go ahead and get castled here. Keep it super simple. I'm going to go ahead and push this pawn. So that prevents this advance. If trades, I take with the bishop. If takes here, yeah, I can even take with the queen there. Oh, let's not take with the queen there. Oops, yeah, no, let's take with the pawn there. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, no, now bishop takes here. All right. We have this rook move to immediately hit the queen here, which I kind of like. Also just covers this file, the open file with the rook. So now, yeah. And now we'll have a bishop covering that. No. Ooh, I do have this, though, which is really interesting. I don't know if that's good. I think this might be a good move. No, because then it's just knight takes. Yeah, no, that's just losing that pawn. That's not good. I don't know if that's good either. Because it would be knight takes, rook takes. This rook is kind of just out here in the open then. And it can start getting hit with, like, bishop. Oh, wait, no. No, that might be good. That might be good. You know what? We're going to try it. You only live once. You only fail to hit your peak elo for the 47th time in a row once. Crazy. Oh, the computer is probably going to absolutely hate me for playing like half these. What? No, don't disconnect now. Not like this. Come on. We were playing a real game here. No. The internet can't be that bad in España. I mean, maybe certain parts. I don't know. Okay, they're back. Okay. We're still on. We're still on. All right. Rook takes. Trade that. Yeah. Yeah, this is a game of chess right here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a good time. The wild thing is I can't take that even as is because it would be takes, 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 and that's back ring checkmate. So I should probably open myself up a little bit and prevent that from happening. You know what would have been even more interesting is if I had played this queen move. They might have tried to play this pawn like this, thinking it was a fork on my queen and my rook, backed up by the knight here and the rook, but then I would have gotten a checkmate because the bishop back here. If they don't see that, I might still try to play that. Maybe that'll maybe that'll get me back up to 13-11. We'll see. One can dream. One can dream. Oh man. Crazy to have had such like a good first game here too tonight, and then it just like dust in the wind, baby. Oh yeah, they're saying. Oh wait, wait. Yo, we're in it. We are in it to motherfucking win it. All right. I say. Oh no, let's not do that. However. Yeah. Let's move this queen up just simply right here. Get these rooks doubled. Game abandoned. Oh, there we go. There we go. They realized they messed up. Hey, we're back up to 13-11. Oh, lordy, lordy. Yeah, I'm not hitting my peak tonight. It's not gonna happen. But I might play one more. Yeah. Best of five situation here. Yeah, I played 4 so far tonight. I may be able to get a 5th dub in, though. I'm feeling it within myself, potentially. Alrighty. Let's go. Game 5. We're going for the long haul tonight. Playing Queens. We're playing a 1332 from the Philippines here. All right. This is not something I see a whole lot, but it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary. When your opponent starts playing F5 right off the bat, that's how you know you're in for a long game. Let's just get some pieces developed and try to counteract the center that way. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what their long-term strategy is here now, though. Because now I'm seeing they're, like, opening their king up on this side, so they're probably going to castle on that side, but now I have a lot of pawns advanced on that side. This may end up working out for me in the long run. Wow. This is some giga mega brain chess right here. I don't even know what this is. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen this before. We're gonna go for this kind of pawn structure here in the middle. Yeah, they're making it. I'm going to have to castle this way if I want to castle, I think. Crazy. Yo. This is some giga Chad brain chess right here. Giga Chad brain chess if I've ever seen it. And I'm already down 2 minutes. What is my opponent doing here? I'm honestly really scared. I have an idea because they want to push here, obviously. But I'm just going to push first and try to lock it up that way. Maybe they're just like purely trying to win on time here or something. Like, we're going to go for some pawn breaks toward the edge here. Ooh, I definitely want to take that. But I don't know if I do, but I feel like I want to do. I mean, otherwise we're just going to get like a totally locked up position, and that's not really fun, you know? That's not always as fun. I might almost want to do the same thing on this side. I don't know. I'm just making pawn trades over here. Nobody really knows what's going on, you know? Just another day in the life over here. I have some very, very... Oh, wait. I have to watch out for that. I have to potentially back up with the king first and then get my rook out there. Kind of forgot about all that. Although I do have time to do that. Ooh. Oh, wait. No. Let's not play that. That would hang a knight. LOL. If anything, let's just come back like this way. Oh, they might push. No, they can't push there yet. I have time to push here. This might actually be all right for me so far. I think here I just want to trade that knight off. Get rid of that. Right. Oh, this is a fun move. Trying to be a little proactive here. Yeah, now we're kind of sneaking in with some dangerous intentions over here. Yeah, now I just win this though, right? Oh, wait, no, that's a check. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. I blundered big time. Oh, my God. I forgot that's a check on the king here. Yo. That's crazy. Oh, I absolutely blundered this game away. Yep. Fully like 100,000%. That hurts. You hate to see it. You really do. Oh, you know what though? I'm not the only one with fancy little, or I guess they're not the only one with the fancy little maneuvers over here. I got some tricks up my own sleeve. Definitely not on par with what they had there though. Damn. That is a rough day at the office. I should have pushed this first, probably. I should have gotten rook here. I guess pawn could have still pushed. There was just, yeah, there's not really much saving this at this point. I kind of want to take that bishop. You know, this may be drawable. We might, by the grace of God, be able to squeeze a draw out of this one if we're like super duper lucky. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I mean maybe. There's the very, very, very slightest chance. Yeah, I already immediately just want to like target this pawn. If rook here to defend, then I target this pawn. Yeah, now I just win this though now though. And I start marching this pawn. They do have that. They do have that. Yeah, this is still still totally lost for me. There's no way I'm coming back from this. Oh no, you know what? And in fact, yeah, that's got to be like mate in a couple moves. It was definitely worth a shot. Oh, that is absolutely tragic. Let's go ahead and analyze that one. Really strong in the opening. Once again, like good first few moves here. And then like I had some good ideas in the beginning, and then the ideas kind of just got like goofier and goofier here. Actually, that's wild. Even up to this point, I was not doing that badly. Yeah, it was literally like once I hung this queen and the king there. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Because I was thinking I want to get in here, try to hit this pawn over here. But you got to watch out for these. I should have kept an eye on the fact that my queen and king were on the same diagonal here. I cannot draw arrows with this mouse. I don't know what it is. This mouse specifically, I struggle with. Damn. Yeah, if anything, I probably should have just played like this here. What is the best move? Bishop h3? Yeah, literally that's the top engine move. And then bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah. Damn. Wow. Okay, well, that is 5 games for y'all tonight. I think I need to go eat some food. Oh, I need to go switch over my laundry as well. I must get on with my life, but I hope you all enjoyed watching some more chess. Sorry, if I sound a little bit weird, I'm still, like, especially right now, getting a little bit stuffy again, so that's how it goes, you know, getting a little bit of a cold, but I'm almost, like, within a couple of days, I'll definitely be, like, completely cleared, so that'll be nice. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. As always, stay hydrated. Chug that water. Two chugs in a row. Okay, get out of here, y'all. And I apologize. I called y'all losers last night. Y'all are not losers. Y'all are my incredibly faithful, loyal community over here. So I appreciate every single one of the 2 of you that watch my videos on a consistent basis. All right, get out of here, y'all. Have a great night. Bye.